I'm Amy. I wanted to just introduce myself and explain my reasoning for doing these sets of videos. I have my PhD in counseling and counselor education and was a counselor for a number of years. I'm now in education and spend a lot of my time doing mental health education for parents, staff, and students. The more I've done it and the more I've talked to students and heard their voice, I realize a lot of what they're saying is, can you please help our parents understand? And I realize that in a time when mental health concerns are at an all-time high for our students, and for us, honestly, that it's important for all of us to have the best information possible. And so I wanted us to start having honest conversations about how do we talk to our children, ourselves, our friends about mental health. And not in clinical terms, but just honest discussion in the way we can have honest discussions about our physical health. Today is September 1st, and it also kicks off Suicide Prevention Month. Suicide itself is a word we don't want to talk about, but it's currently the second leading cause of death for teenagers and young adults, and it's the third leading cause of death for 10 to 14-year-olds. So it's time we talk about it, but we can talk about it in a way that's approachable, in a way that others will listen. We don't have to do it in a scary way. We can easily start with discussions about just how are we kind to each other? How do we look out for when different behaviors change in our friends or in our children? So through these videos, we'll be talking about a lot of different topics and how we can approach them and how do we have an ongoing conversation. It's not just about how do we prevent a crisis, but how do we prevent students, our children, or ourselves struggling for long periods of time when we don't necessarily have to. So if you ever have topics that you would want us to cover, please just put those in the comments. I'll also be posting on my blog resources after each video to lead you to some really important and research-based resources on the topics we cover. So hopefully this will be helpful to you, and if it is, please share it with other friends and family.